but he still try to
No, right.
protect her. He didn't do a good job though, but
At
he's
all.
still all right, Mary. Come on, Jesus. Your microphone is still there. I heard you loud and clear. God.
If you want the tea, come get with seriously. Talking about your favorite web series. Right here on Seriously.
Hey guys, welcome back to Seriously Podcast. I'm Mary.
I'm Brittany.
And y'all, we are continuing Harlem. We're about to get into episode 3. Y'all know from last episode, Camille, face on the floor. That's all we can say.
That's it. That's really it. Ian dropped a bomb on her.
He sure did. In the middle of the night.
Middle of the night. Like, can this wait till the morning? I'm trying to go to bed. You're going to drop this bomb on my porch? He chose violence.
He sure did. Late at night.
Yeah.
Uncalled for.
Uncalled for real. For real. So let's get into episode 3 titled Rainbow Sprinkles. Rainbow Sprinkles. Okay.
You know what that means?
What that mean?
It make everything pretty.
It does. It does. Put a little sprinkle on, put a little dash, and everything's okay. But is it? No. Absolutely not.
Never is.
Never. Never. All right, so let's get into the episode. So we're going to start off with Angie. So as you know, as we all know, Angie was dead set on not taking this Get Out the Musical deal. It's beneath her. We know this.
Right.
And she, her friends are still like, her friends are like us. Like, this is a great opportunity. You should do it. And at this point, she's living this lavish life that's not her own.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
And she's so confident about it. Like, you're legit using Quinn's Uber account. And not just to go like, oh, I need to do something really important. She calls it Uber XL or Uber Black.
XL
to go to Dwayne Reed.
That's how I knew she wasn't from New York. That told me right there. I said, ain't no way. A true New Yorker is going to, as crazy as these prices are for Uber, we're not taking it to get to some specific Dwayne Reed.
No.
Especially when we have no money.
No money. A true New Yorker, no matter, you may want this life. Of course you want this lifestyle. But a true New Yorker is going to walk first.
Right.
If it's too far, I'm going to take the train.
Yes.
Don't want to do that? Okay, then maybe we'll do like a Uber, a Postmates. Might do that.
Or you just don't go. Like,
you just don't go.
It wasn't meant for you.
Or you find an alternative, something closer. But this specific Dwayne Reed is, she likes their selection. The other ones smell, the other ones this, that. It's like, girl, it's never that serious. So within this Uber XL, she has a connection with the driver. He's a poet, so they share the love of art.
That already told me broke. The minute he said, "Oh, you're just like me," into the arts, I said, "You're broke."
You're broke. I instantly think broke? I don't know if I did, but I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah. So he decides that he's going to be her personal driver for the day, free of charge, chauffeur. So she's like, yes, of course.
Excusez-moi?
Sir, don't you have bills? You wait. Sir. And then with all this...
And you're in the XL, so you're making the coins. Hello. What are you doing?
What are you doing? You need to be making these stops. Worry about her on the Dwayne Reed.
She needs to get out.
Some glasses. She needs to get out. You need to keep it moving. Where's the New York grind?
I don't know these people.
So in all this chauffeuring, neither one of them get each other's number. Which I was like, how y'all do that and don't even exchange information? But okay.
Stupid.
Yeah, but Angie feels that he's like her soulmate. Like he's the only one that understands her life as an artiste. But she's, upset that, she didn't get his contact information. So what did she decide to do?
She decides to play the game of look for a ride, cancel a ride, look for a ride, cancel a ride. I said the minute she did that 3 times, Uber should have locked her account.
Number
You're
one.
playing games.
Number freaking one. This is not a game. This is not a Tinder app. Swipe left, swipe right.
What are you doing?
Uber should have locked it. You're done. You're done.
I want to know what location was she putting for her to be like, yes, cancel, yes, cancel, until she like gets that right place. I've never gotten in an Uber and seen the same driver more than once. Like every single
Never.
time it's a new driver.
Never. Yeah. Never. Like that's
What are you doing?
the amount of Uber drivers out here. It's very rare you're gonna get the same person.
Very rare.
Unless
So she's playing games.
Only way that would happen, I feel like, if you they drop you off somewhere, you do something real quick, and they're still in that area. Maybe they might get you if it happens within that hour. Maybe, but it's been days. Quinn put that in her head. She's like, "Yes, this is a meet cute Kate Hudson movies. This happens." It's like she put that.
But why did Quinn put that into her head? Because she lied and said that she met someone on the subway.
Yes.
Because she thought, saying that he's an Uber driver would make her look like ill. No. But girl, you have no job, you have no money. So he's on the same level as you. I'm confused. He's actually higher than you.
No. She didn't tell Quinn it was Uber driver because she was using Quinn's account. So it's just like,
oh, okay.
But my thing is like, is Quinn not getting these notifications? She doesn't see the balance.
Yeah, I assume that Quinn already knew.
No, it was she did it on the low.
No, because she's been using Quinn's credit card. Like I assume that this is something that Quinn just knows and doesn't really pay any mind.
He knows, but Quinn doesn't know to the extent of all the XLs, all of that stuff. I don't think.
She, like you said, she don't get the notification. She don't get the credit card statement. What are you talking?
Right, because later on we see when Quinn comes home drenched in rain and upset because she couldn't catch her Uber. Uber blocked her account. It's like
I said, what's wrong with Lyft? The minute she said that, I said, what was wrong with Lyft?
What would number one? What's wrong with Lyft? Shout out to Juno from back in the day.
Juno was there. Via, she's still out here.
Via still out here. Uber and Lyft took down, but yes, everyone has both accounts. Like, stop playing with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, she goes off on Angie because like for locking her out her account. But it's like, girl, something's up with Quinn because I don't know what I would have done. But she said she couldn't catch the train. She couldn't get an Uber, so she walked home in the rain. I'm finding another way. There's got to be another way.
I've never heard of this. No, you couldn't get a city bike. You couldn't get anything.
Why not? You know, she said, "Like get yourself a city bike." You are not.
She said the train wasn't working. Find another train. Like
bus.
Mind you, Quinn takes the train, and Angie out here in Uber XLs. How'd that work?
Make it make sense. Quinn is a little bit smarter with her money. Her money.
Angie
doesn't care because it's not her money.
Right. She told me she don't believe in capitalism. That's how I knew her and that man were both broke. Because they're all, I'm into the arts. I don't care about the money. You're lying to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So on the way, Quinn orders Insomnia. I just want to do a quick shout out for them. Hopefully, look, y'all want to her because let me tell you something about Insomnia cookies. If y'all don't know, now y'all know. They held us down back in the day. That used to be our little treat.
It's cracking it. That's why it was our little treat.
So the Postmates delivery guy is
Homeboy. What's his name?
A homeboy.
Yeah. So she is like, oh my God, you're here. I can't get a meat creep. That's what it was. A cute meat? That's what it was? A meat creep.
Cute.
A meat cute. And, they have their little moment. Then they get to his car. Mind you, he has a very, very nice car because Uber XL. And, he goes down on her. And then she's like, oh, my God, please take me to your place. And he's like,
oh, we're here. I know. And then can we go up to your place and, finish what we started? No, I mean, this is The place. You live in your car?
You are in it.
Welcome home. Welcome
Babe.
home. Honey, I'm home. This is it. In his car.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good
It
enough
makes sense.
call as any. She said, I'm doing that musical. This is not it.
Yeah.
So it took her to date a guy living in a car compared
Homeless.
to living on your friend's couch.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the artist life I want.
Mm-mm.
I'm glad something woke
No.
her up.
Let's go to Quinn.
At this point, she got a new virtual boo.
Yes.
And the girls are like, let's just skip to the part where we find out he's a catfish and move on, because that's what he is.
Right. Because you're wasting our time.
You're wasting
We've
our
been
time.
here. We've done this.
And they're tired. We are tired. And none of them have faith in this at all.
So while she's dressing her girls, finally she has clients. Okay. Granted they're her friends, but hopefully they're spending money and expecting friends and family discount. We appreciate that.
Let's talk about that. Support your friends and pay full price. Support your friends.
Hey, pay them. Okay.
You don't need the discounts.
You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Come on.
So he actually FaceTimed her. So she's like, oh my God, that means this guy is real. Yeah. And the girls are still like, sure, if you want to say that.
Like, I guess he's a real person. He exists. If you will.
If you will.
Yeah.
But because, she's the hopeless romantic that she is, she's saying yes to everything.
Yes.
Without even allowing him to finish his sentences. She's like, yes, I love that. Yes, that's me. Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Take it down a bit.
So hyped. She's saying yes to a lobster dinner, knowing good and well she's allergic to lobster.
Yes.
That's new.
That's a new low. That's desperation.
You see the desperation so much. Like, we see it. But this specific scene, you see it.
Right.
And it's sad.
Yeah. It is kind of pathetic.
A little bit. Look, I love, but you got to draw the line.
You have to have some kind of boundaries. Killed me was when, after they set the date, she told her friends, y'all need to go because I need to get ready for my date. I said, these are paying customers. You have none.
And this is why your rent is going up. And you got nothing to show for it.
This is why you're going to your mom every month and you have nothing to show for it. You're rushing people out the store.
Talking about they got to go. I'm trying to pay.
I'm trying to buy luxury outfits, not just one. Pieces, multiple.
Pieces. Come on. You going to play us? Okay. This priorities. She goes to meet up with Daniel. So she thinks. And
in a Quinn original.
Yes.
The fashion in the show.
Yes. Business in the front. You say no?
Because I think aren't they trying to go for like Sex in the City, but with like black women with all these fashions?
Yes. New York fashion. Yes. Sex in the City. A lot of the pieces, or we'll say, are missing the mark. I will say that. Okay. This outfit for sure, and Ty's outfit later on, and we'll get into that.
A lot of Angie pieces. I'm like, what are you wearing?
Okay, I haven't paid too much attention to Angie's pieces, but yeah. Camille has her moments.
Camille has her moments, but for the most part, she is polished.
Yes,
and Quinn too. But this dress for a first date?
It was giving Easter Sunday or a baby shower and I'm having the baby.
It's just so mature. It was such a mature dress and I did not like it.
But she thought because the back was out, it's like peekaboo, like sexy.
Sure. Let's go for that. It was just drab.
Yeah. So she goes to this building and she's like, is this where we're having dinner? And the receptionist this is like, yeah, there'll be food. That should have been red flag number one. There'll be food. What? Food will
Actually,
be
the
provided.
building,
Food will be provided. What is
the building was red flag
that
one.
was number
The
one.
fact that food would be provided was red flag number two.
And flag number 3 was walking into a class full of women. A class.
And sitting down.
Sitting down.
Perfect timing, Quinn. We're just getting started. Help yourself to a lobster roll.
Okay.
Now, what if I told you that in just 1 year, you could all own a Park Avenue penthouse? Well, when you sign up to be an Herbal Wunderkind sales rep, you are taking a step closer to that dream. Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome, Daniel. Isn't this exciting, ladies?
That
Why?
was my
Why are you doing
strike
that?
3. So I would be like, what is this, Daniel? People like, have a seat, Quinn. No. I'm
I'm at the
leaving.
doorway. I'm not even walking into the classroom. I'm still at the doorway. What is this?
What is
What-
this?
Am I in the right place?
Daniel, right? Are we not having a date? Sit down, Quinn. No.
No.
I gotta go. And Quinn, she's confused, but she sits down and listens.
Confused but stupid. Yeah, she's actually sat there throughout the whole seminar of a Ponzi scheme and is upset that she had to walk home from that. Excuse me, sir, is there a voucher for transportation to get me home?
If I'm going to do this, where's my voucher? Where's my coupon? What's going on?
Did I even get a gift bag?
She got a lobster roll, and maybe she got a free product. I would not have sat. Once he would have said, "You can be a billionaire" or whatever he said, I'm gone.
Walking out.
I don't have time for no pyramid scheme. I don't.
If anything, I'm just giving the ladies my business card. See me at my store, and I'm walking out of there.
I might as well make it a business opportunity for sure. Great thinking,
But not Quinn.
not Quinn. Mm-mm. And even the people in her class are just oblivious. The lady's like, "Do we go on a date after this, girl?" And Quinn got to look at her like, "Girl, you sitting right next to her, so look at yourself."
Yeah, we're looking at you like, why are you still in class? Why are you still here?
Yes, come on.
So let's go to Ty.
Ty is super, super excited for a Forbes interview
Mhm.
where, she's letting everyone know. Oh, you haven't
she
been
won't
to
let- she won't shut up.
Yeah, she would not shut up. Like, whatever you say, oh, it's because I have a Forbes interview. Oh,
Yeah.
you need this? It's a Forbes interview tomorrow. So, I mean, I'm not mad. If I got a Forbes interview, the world will know.
Oh, definitely, especially as a Black woman. Like, I'm letting the whole world know.
Everybody.
However, Ty, shut up, man.
So she goes in, she's prepping herself. She's like, yes, I'm about to kill it. And who's the interviewer?
The girl that ate her Chinese food that she slept with the other night.
That's the one.
That dipped.
Dipped on him. So that's a new level of awkwardness I never want to experience.
Ever.
What do you even say? So they both are. Ty's like, you know what? Whatever happened in the outside world, let's keep it out there. This is professional. And so, the lady, what's her name?
The lady. Forbes interviewer.
Forbes. We'll call her
FI.
Forbes. So the interview's going good until she starts bringing out the big guns and starts shooting. Shooting. And Ty could not even get herself together.
Right? Mind you, right before the interview, she was like, "You got this, girl. You gonna kill it." Then she's like, "I'm sorry, can you repeat that?"
Yes. What was that? Because the lady is just like, "Will you date outside your race? How do you do this? It's discrimination. You seem like
trying to flip it and reverse it on us.
Reverse. And talking about like, oh, it seemed like you would have sex with somebody out of your race, but you wouldn't date someone out of your race. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She basically say you fetishize white women.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't marry or date a white woman. And Ty was like, yeah.
That's true, but what's the problem? What are we talking about here?
Right.
So the interview ends. It's horrible. Got Ty in a tizzy, of course.
The
And
universe is not done with Ty.
no. Let me. The universe hates Ty. Every episode, Ty is getting beat up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the struggle of a successful Black woman.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It got her thinking about it all week. Like she
Oh,
won't let this interview go.
no, of course not. So she goes to Quinn's boutique and picks out a floral number. This was the
A
number.
mess.
It was giving J.C. Penney.
It was a mess. It was JC. I think it was giving.
I think I saw that on the rack. I think I saw that.
She tried to tell her friends, "I don't think this is it," and they're like, "Oh my god, yes, this is amazing!" Lying to her.
Lies. This says that did not say Forbes interview. That said maybe. What did that say? It said J.C. Penney catalog.
Yeah, Easter.
Easter. What? This had to be April episode. Easter was all throughout. All throughout. First of all,
Is that Quinn's design aesthetic?
Easter.
Easter.
Easter, spring, summer.
Everything is floral.
Floral. Maybe it's the season, but it's like, and then also as a tall woman, it was too short on the red.
Oh my god, them ankles! I said, why is she wearing high waters?
Why would y'all do that to my girl? Why
It
would
was
y'all do that?
big in the back, like it wasn't fitted. I said, this is a mess.
This ain't it. This ain't
It
it.
was a
If I was
mess.
my friends, I'm like, let's try something else. Maybe let's try a different store. This is not your store. And I told
It's her friend's store.
like, this is not the store for you. But between the outfit and the interview, she was like, I need to redeem myself somehow. So she calls back the lady.
I thought we covered everything pretty well the last time I was here.
No, get your little recorder thing out. I want this on record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your fetish argument doesn't work in the reverse. This may come as a shocker, but as a white woman on a dating app, you're not a part of the vulnerable class.
Let's redo
Yeah.
it. Off the record, on the record. You know, she got her together. She read her. Like,
She sure did.
she needed a couple of days to figure out what she wanted to say and read her. She did. As this was the Ty that we know, that this is her.
Yeah.
Like, somebody who can hold herself and say this app is necessary.
Right. And even the lady told her, like, yeah, I totally agree with everything you just said. You know, just as a journalist, I just have to ask tough questions. But can I take you out for dinner? And Ty's like, what? Me? What?
What? I mean,
what?
I guess we could do something like that. So let's end things with our good sis Camille. Last episode, we left off with the bomb of Ian getting fiancé. And
Right.
he's like, oh, the pretty girl at the party. Ian's going to say, her name is Mia. I don't care what her name is. Sir, that's not important right now. What's important is you did not tell me you had a whole fiance.
Right.
And
You let me kiss you.
he's like, whoa. You kissed me. I didn't kiss you. He's got all these technicalities. Like, sir.
You knew you was fianced.
You knew.
The minute I pulled your head, you should have, whoa. I'm fianced.
Whoa. They're not going to do it. They're not going
You're not a victim, Ian. You're not a victim. Cut it out.
Be the victim so bad.
You can't be.
No.
Because remember, we did a 360. We watched.
We went around the world.
And you were still locking lips with that woman.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he's like, it was a mistake. He's like, she says, she feels like an idiot. And he tries to pull her close, like no.
What you doing? Again.
Don't touch me.
I thought you said you were fianced.
So why are you touching me?
Back it up.
Sir, unhand me.
Whoa.
Yes. At this point, Camille is locked up in her room, sitting up in her room, got the candy.
I'm so confused.
Why?
How he got her at rock bottom already. I said, girl, it's been like 24 hours. The entire time you've been avoiding him. And now you're back at square one. Like,
Yeah.
your heart is so broken. What?
Because I think
It was 4 years.
Yeah. Because obviously, I think for her, seeing him come back, it's like, okay, we got a chance. And then the kids was like, oh, I'm about to be fiancé. And he come up with a whole nother lady. It's like, wow, we have no future. So I'm depressed right now. There's literally no future.
Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up.
How did we get here?
What are we doing? Let's
It's been 24 hours.
Come on. We taught you better than this. Where's the growth?
Where's the growth?
Where's the
Honestly,
growth?
4 years, all of that just came rushing in, and then you just created a whole fantasy in your world.
Yeah.
And he crushed it when he finally told you, I'm fianced.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm actually fianced.
I don't know what's going on in your world, but I'm
Don't care.
married. Yeah, I'm getting married. That's like a knife in the stomach and him twisting it. So I understand her pain, but not to the point of like, I can't get out of bed.
Yes, I understand. Like, oh, I feel played. I get that.
Yeah.
But her in bed eating sweets, so depressed. I'm like, honey.
Yeah.
This is not healthy.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. It comes to a point where she kind of like snaps out of it. Like, forget Ian. Like, what am I doing?
Right.
I'm about my work. I'm about career, and I'm going to talk to the new department head tomorrow, and I'm going to kill it. And she's going to fall in love with me. So, how did that go?
This new department head, Dr. Pruitt, played by Whoopi Goldberg,
Shout out to Whoopi.
does not like her and wants to know why she's in her face.
Did you come in here for a reason? Yes, to say hello. Hello.
Hello. Take care.
Right.
Why are you talking to me? First of
Did
all,
I request? Do you have an appointment? Did I request
let me check
your
calendar.
presence?
What is your name? Who are you?
Why are you here?
The way Camille just stormed into her room, knocking, and you was not invited in.
You were not.
I'm on the phone.
She is so gung-ho on, okay, this is a black woman.
Yes.
I'm a black woman.
Yes.
Of course, like, she's going to like me. But I don't know how she went all these years and never heard of all skin folk are not your kinfolk.
That part.
And she's in anthropology. How did you not know this?
Very true. I don't know. Because Dr. Pruitt invites her to her house for tea. And then, Camille is still like on her, but just not, it's not clicking to the point where Camille is like, I'm glad we got another black woman in the struggle. And Dr. Pruitt's like, tell me about the struggle. Tell me more. Tell me more about the struggle.
That you're going through.
Last I heard you tweet, you're not in the field. You're in the house, you're not in the field.
She did say that. She said, you're twiddling your thumbs while I'm out here doing the work.
And you're coming to me and talking about the struggle? Dr. Pruitt is not impressed.
At all.
She said,
young lady, you don't know boundaries. And I need you to step back.
Back up. Because you're touching me, you're in my face.
You tied up more than Dr. Pruitt is. Back up.
So Dr. Pruitt be staring at her like, you gotta calm down.
Are you done?
Are you done? So Camille invites her to her protest.
Yeah, because one of their favorite restaurants, I'm assuming black-owned restaurant, has been shut down. Gentrification has kicked in, and now there's this new soul food restaurant, but the poster is white people and soul food. Right. So it's like, hell.
Yeah. So she's there and she's talking like she never did a presentation before, like as if every episode she's not giving a presentation. She was acting like she didn't know what she was talking about until
She doesn't know what she's talking about
doesn't.
because
Okay.
every episode she's been talking about other cultures, not Black culture.
Ooh, that's a nice little connection you did right there. You're right.
I think you.
Oh,
I
well,
think
the
you.
Samoa women, the Chinese,
What about the Blacks?
what African Americans? What about it? Yes, very right. You're very right. Yes. But she pulls it together and pulls something out of her sleeve, and Dr. Pruitt is
Mhm.
impressed. But she gets off stage and Ian's like, "What is this? Like, this is my restaurant." Pulls it off and it says Ian, head chef.
I was like, yikes.
It's like it just keeps snowballing.
And we have to now get into the QCCs.
Let's rewrite some things.
Ian, explain this. Is it Black owned or Black chefed?
Let's talk about that, E. Black owned or Black chef? Because it's not the same. It's not the same. If y'all came on the street talking about Black owned restaurant with head chef Ian, you got our full support.
Yes, but who did those posters?
Who? Because
Who approved that?
Those people don't care who's in the back. Who's in the back chefing it up. They don't care.
As long as the food is on time.
Hello? Y'all, please. They don't
let us get to preaching up in here.
Oh, no. Wrong marketing. Wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Is it Black owned or is it Black chefed?
It's just Black chef. Because I'm pretty sure if it was Black owned, we would not see those people in that marketing at all. And they should have been more smart. Like, don't put no faces. Just put a picture of the food. Don't.
Yes.
Let us speak for itself.
Yeah. And low key, high key, Ian talking about, what are you doing? Like, this is my restaurant. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what she really should have said. And
okay.
You and your fiance gonna have to struggle because the people out here protesting.
This ain't got nothing to do with you or me. This is about Ray and them. And come on. Okay.
You the restaurant chef. All right, and
okay, congrats. That's what y'all went to France for. Okay, congrats.
That's cute for y'all.
Real cute. Hope you get the great reviews. But right now we're here.
Because right now I already told the people that we are protesting against you guys, and I already told them not to eat here. So I don't know what to tell you. I can't take that back.
I can't take it back. There's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing.
I'm so sorry.
But thank you.
Thank you for letting me know. Oh, congratulations on your new job. Cool.
So yeah, all right, so who's Angie?
Girl, leave Quinn's stuff alone. Like, leave her credit card alone, leave her Uber account alone. Like, now this girl can't get around because apparently y'all don't know nothing about Lyft. And
Lyft be cheaper too.
Lyft do be coming with the prices and the promotions.
Hello.
But y'all do Uber, which is cute. Sometimes they come through too.
Yeah.
But now Quinn can't use it because you. Did you even apologize?
No. Quinn wasn't mad enough for me. Like, Dad had to truck in the train, and you're just like, why is my account blocked? Oh.
That's true. That is true. Quinn wasn't mad enough.
No.
And that's probably why Angie just be walking all over her like that.
Exactly. And Angie is definitely, she overstayed her welcome for me.
I definitely would have told her, go live in that man's car. Since you want to act up.
Right. She would have came up and live in his car. Well, does he have room in the back seat? Here, take your stuff.
I thought that was your soulmate.
Take your stuff and go ahead. Live on the road.
You said he's the only one that understands you. I thought that was your soulmate. What happened?
And then lastly, Ty.
Ty Leave that white woman alone. There's too many brothers and sisters out here missing, dying. Y'all gotta leave them alone. I'm sorry.
I
It's a little
mean,
harsh, but
it is a little harsh, but let's. I
be
don't
safe
trust.
out there.
I don't trust her. I don't trust her. Um, but you know what? Ty's trying something new because the universe has not been working with her. So she's like, I guess she wants to see. Like, let me go out on
The
this.
universe gave her a white woman?
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know if she'll be able to handle that. Like, how am I, creative, a person, people of color app for queer people, am going to change it up and date someone white? Like, how does that look? How will that look like to her community, her fans? It's like, so yeah, so that was episode 3. So let's get into episode 4. Almost, the mid-season, and we're really getting into these characters. A lot of drama is really picking up, and today, we want to get a special guest in the building who made a little cameo appearance in the episode. Stephen Cofield Jr. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, ladies? Good to see you,
Good to
ladies.
see you.
Good to see you.
Yes,
Yeah.
Stephen is no stranger to the show. He's been on our show at least 2 or 3 times. So we're so happy to have you back. This is the
Shout
third
out to your
time,
life.
right?
It's the
Yes.
third time, I think. Yeah.
It's always a good
Yeah, I
time.
think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout
I remember shout out to your life.
Shout out to your life. What's up? Shout out to your life.
Yes. So you
Yeah. Wow.
so first of all, how have you been? What's new? What's going on?
I'm doing okay. Maintaining, just pushing through as a full-time creative. The last time we connected, I guess we were all like still one foot in corporate America and the other foot in like being creatives. But for like the last 2 years, I've been just really hustling. But just
Congrats
maintaining.
on that
So
move. That's
feeling
good.
good.
That's so amazing.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank
you're
you.
on
Thank you.
Harlem this episode. So tell us about that experience or audition process, and we're gonna get into your character because we got a lot to say about him. But let's get the background stuff.
Sure. So I got the audition for this show called it was Untitled, the Untitled Tracy Oliver Project. And my agent sent it to me and I'm reading it and I'm like, man, why did she send me this? So I was really like taken aback. I was like, man, and it was, I mean, I'm only in that episode of 1 minute. But from what I heard, it's very impactful. Um, so yeah, I was like, you know what? I talked to my agent and I was like, hey, I'm having some trouble with this audition. And, she kind of coached me into like, you know, doing it, because as actors, we are in service. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll do it and they won't call me. It's cool or whatever. I went in, I remember seeing some faces that I recognize, probably some faces that y'all know. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just thug it out. And when I read it, they give you they give you who they imagine this character to be. So they said, thank Jesus and Meryl,
Yeah, I
right?
love them.
You know those
Oh,
guys,
wow.
Jesus and Meryl. Right, they're awesome, but they
can.
can also be like very over the line, da 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 da. So I'm reading the script and I'm like, okay, I like Jesus and Meryl. And then there's one part in in the scene where the barber he's describing his evening with his the lady he had, and he makes a sound effect that wasn't in the script. There's a sound effect that he makes. It wasn't in the script, and Jesus does this all the time. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take that from him and use it for this audition. And I used that in the room, and they called me back. No, actually, no, they didn't call me back. They gave me the offer, and then I was really, really stumped because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And I had another
Really?
job I had another job that I booked. That came out this year as well on HBO. It wasn't on HBO at the time. And it was literally they wanted me for the same day, and I had to choose between both. I had to choose between either one. And I was like, oh, and I told my agent, hey, what is it? The Tracy Oliver? Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I was in the middle of like negotiating between the two jobs, and I told my agent I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to do that. And literally, I was going the next day to do this job for now it's on HBO, and we did one day of that. I had to come back and do another day, and then the
Oh my
pandemic happened.
gosh.
Oh wow.
So the world shut down, and with that Tracy Oliver job and the other job, everything had to, of course, be
Mhm.
rescheduled. So in divine order, it came back around during the pandemic. Hey, we want Stephen back. This is what we're trying to shoot. So I booked it in March of 2020, but I actually shot it in February of
Okay.
2021.
Oh.
Oh.
Um, and during that process, when I had the job, and I was actually working, actually before the pandemic, the day before the pandemic, well, that Sunday before the pandemic, I was talking with
Shout out
Sky
to your
James.
life.
Shout out to Sky James.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to your life, my
Sky.
partner. And I was telling him about this character Ant. He's so trash, man. I don't know if I could do this. And he was one of those folks that really just kind of coached me through it and like, yo, man, this is what we signed up for. I mean, you got to do it. You got to do it and do it justice. Um, and once I was able to get over that, and my tribe kind of pulled me through, like, yo, nobody's gonna think this is you. Just do the character service. Um, I went in there and I played, and and what you saw is what you saw. So that's
Yeah,
how.
and you did good because I
Right.
definitely was like, Steven,
Yes.
no, it's not.
This
Yeah,
was
yeah,
definitely a different role, and
yeah.
that's interesting
But
that you
you
like
was
took
that
your
guy.
time and you wasn't sure if you even want to do it because he said some things that's like can't come like really.
Nah,
That's how you feel?
When it's
Yeah.
slapping.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
My agent, I was like, did you see what he says? She was like, no, what'd he say? I was like, read it, and she was like, send it to me. I'm like, and I'm waiting around like the gift, like, and she was like, oh my god. I was like, yes, exactly. She was like,
Right.
well, you're an actor. I was like, but this is also, it was like, yeah, we're in service, but it didn't totally obliterate
Mm,
my boundaries in a sense because there are guys there are guys out there like that, and I've witnessed it my firsthand. And there's a black woman who wrote the episode, so it had to be somebody's experience. So again,
Mm-hmm.
when I came to grips with all of those things, I'm like, well, this is somebody's story. I'm in service of
yeah.
the story. This is part of my
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Now I have to do it justice.
'Cause,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Has that happened with any other roles? Like that you were like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, yeah. Like just same sex things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, I'm an artist, but I don't agree with
mhm.
gratuitous like sexual situations, especially if it's going to be same sex because I'm a heterosexual male. But
Mm-hmm.
if it serves the story, then it serves the story. But some things that I read and I'm like, why why are we in the back seat of what with the white man? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And I won't say any names, but it was a
Ooh.
lot. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So I have this agreement with my representation that hey, if you're not sure about something, send it to
Okay.
me first, and I'll let you know if I'm interested. And then, especially after Harlem, yeah, especially after
He said it's staying original. He
Harlem.
said,
It's a process.
it's a
I need to
Yeah,
process.
see it
yeah,
Yeah.
first.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. There's a couple of tears before I got to be like, I'll do the tape. Like this is yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
Wow.
but
Yeah.
I'm very thankful. I'm very
That's good.
thankful.
That's good.
I'm very thankful.
What I did like, one thing I did would say about this scene, your scene in the character, it was very New York, like the barbershops and just the guys talking. And that's one thing we see with the show. We're like, these girls ain't from New York. But that moment was very New York. I will give
Mm,
it that.
Yeah, right.
yes. How
Yeah,
that one guy
yeah.
is talking and nobody's really paying him any mind. They're just letting
Yeah.
him chat.
That's exactly it. That's what it says in the script. It says Ant comes in and he holds court, and I'm like, okay, I got to get these people to really listen to what I'm saying, even though I'm saying some despicable things.
Yeah.
Let me make it into
What
like
he
a
did.
circus. And then kudos to the director and the team and the cast in that
Hmm.
scene. They just let me rip. And before we went into the scene, we had a little huddle just to talk about like how it's going to go. It's
Yeah.
just like traditional like blocking. And Jerry, she plays Ty. She's fantastic. She's really sweet. We're reading it, and then we go. Everybody's doing their line, and I did mine with the sound effect. Rah, 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 and everybody was like taken aback. They were like, and they just started laughing because they wasn't expecting it. And then once we got into space and took off our mask and did all that jazz, we were able to just play, and it was just a minute. It felt so long, but it was only a minute, only a minute, only a
We'll get
minute. It's
into we'll
like,
get into
yeah,
it.
never mind. We'll get to that,
Before
but yeah,
we
only
get
a
into the
minute.
episode, what do you feel
Yeah.
about Camille and Ian? Do you feel like first of all, with the last couple of episodes, Ian did not let Camille know that he was engaged, but he still let her kiss him. But he was kind of putting the blame on her. What do you think about their whole dynamic?
At this point, I mean, without spoiling anything, I think that they it's obvious that they want to get back with each other, and um I'm really thinking about like trying not to
Okay.
spoil anything. But yeah, they're trash. They need to get back together. I hope they
They're
do.
trash.
And now he's
And
doing
I mean,
this.
yeah. I hope. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're
yeah,
trash. Their behavior is trash because they know they need to be together, and there's some loose ends they need to. That it looks like, it
yeah.
feels like they want to tie back together. So, but I,
Right?
I love their
They really do
chemistry.
have
I
good.
love their chemistry. You can almost, again, those actors too. Yeah, those actors as those
Yeah,
characters, like
yes, definitely.
they're doing really well.
So we're getting into episode 4, titled Winter Solstice. We're gonna start off with Camille since we were just talking about her. So like we said, we find out that Ian is the executive chef to this new restaurant that's about to open, and she just protested against it. And they get into it. I don't know how, but he is making it seem like, she's in the wrong.
The
And the
timing.
optics are bad.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
He
Yes.
thinks
The
he's a woman
timing,
scorned.
yeah, the
He's like,
timing is
I
really
tell
off.
you,
The
yeah,
timing is
go ahead.
really off. But can
Yeah.
you blame him though? He didn't
He
flip
did.
it.
His
He didn't
exact
flip it
words
though.
were, I tell you I'm engaged and you pull this stunt. That's flipping.
That's flipping.
But I don't think he did it.
Go
He's
ahead.
just
Come on.
Come on, defend him, do it. Please.
he doesn't
He
think.
doesn't think. I
Okay,
like where you're
okay.
going with
I
He
this.
don't
doesn't
think
think.
that.
Okay.
I don't think that.
Yes, you're on our side now.
But I didn't think that he thought that she was doing it maliciously at first. But when he said it, I was like, all right, bro, come on, man. Like, would she really like do that? After where y'all been, like, you really think that she would really go that far to make your
Yeah.
life uneasy, like to
Yes.
hold a whole protest? Like, that's crazy.
He said it. He said, "Wow, you really are a woman scorned," and she was like, "Wow,
Yeah.
the male ego is out of control."
I mean, I just because I'm
Right,
male
right,
doesn't
right.
mean I need to side with Ian on every point. But
We
I
like
just think
that.
that was that's a bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? Especially with your history. Like, it's not like y'all met at a club and it's a month later. So like, this is someone you love. Da 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 da. And
Hmm.
I don't remember quite
Yeah.
episode 4. They split amicably. It
It
wasn't
wasn't.
it wasn't like toxic how they split. Is
It
what I
wasn't.
want to say. It wasn't
Hmm.
toxic. It might have been. It wasn't toxic enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna organize a protest and we're taking you down, sucker.
Yes,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
it
Like,
wasn't toxic
that's
how they
Right.
OD.
split. But the last time they spoke, they had a fight because they kissed and he did not tell her that he was engaged. So they're mad at each other right now. She's mad at him. So he's thinking that this is all because of him. He's like, "Are you still gonna boycott now that you know this is my restaurant?" Like, she's here for the big purpose.
But again, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't agree with Ian on that point. Like, come on, dog. Like,
right.
that's a bit extreme. This is someone you love. Granted, she feels that were irresponsible with how you communicated your new relationship. But I don't think, as a man who has been in this without the marriage part, but
Okay.
just how there are some miscues with past relationships, that somebody would do something maliciously to really take down, my livelihood. Like,
Yeah.
we vet our partners
Exactly.
way before it gets to that point. Like, I'm not dealing with that person because she's
Right.
trash or he ain't shit. Like, You know what I'm
That's
saying? So
true.
I don't agree with him on that point
Yeah.
where it's like she's not doing that maliciously.
Yeah.
But she essentially said, you know, like, F you, like, I'm done with this conversation, turns around and bumps into Dr. Pruitt, who is like, I don't know what that was. I don't want no parts of that. I have more important things to deal with. Okay, I have this panel coming up. All my replacements, they have a life. They're making excuses for why they cannot be where I need them to be.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Not even a
you will
question.
be
You
on the
will.
panel.
You'll do it.
Mm,
No, she didn't
Yes.
ask her. She just said, so you'll be doing it.
right. Don't you think they, well, just aside from just like her, like putting her up to the mission to, just be there, but just Whoopi as Miss
Perfect.
Dr. Pruitt, like she's perfect
Perfect.
for that role,
They be
right?
getting
Like
me
Whoopi,
Yes.
together. I'm like, okay,
she's
absolutely. Like,
perfect for that role.
I'll be
Yep.
there.
I'll
Right,
be there.
right, yeah, yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
doesn't have
right,
time for the
yeah,
games,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
anything.
does,
Like
it does,
Camille
it
be
does.
talking, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No
This is what
game.
I need. Like, love it. So they're at the panel and she's actually killing it. Like she comes with the facts, she comes hard, everything. She's kind of going back and forth with this other panelist and they're hitting each other with the stats and everything. And so it was going great until she flips it and gets personal, starts bringing in what happened with Ian to the panel. It's like, not the time for this. Camille,
I don't
you
know how we
got
got there.
when you go to your job, you leave your personal stuff at the door. What are you doing? Um,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. The minute he mentioned men, she was just like, "Arr!" She just
It's
wanted
fed
to,
up with all men at this
Mm-hmm.
point. So she
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to hear anything about them.
yeah.
But Dr. Pruitt is like, that was good until it wasn't. But you know what? Come to my office at 9 a.m. and we'll discuss this. So we're gonna put a pin in that. Come to my office at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So later on, we find out that Brittany and Paul, the wedding is off. So Brittany wants to celebrate at the strip club and turn up on his money. So
Absolutely.
absolutely. What other way to do it? What other way to do it? And so they go to the strip club, and she decides to ditches the girl. She ditches the girl. And was like, this was her idea to come here. She ditches
Right.
them because she has this 9 a.m. call. But does she go home?
No. No, she does not.
She ditches her girls to go meet up with the boy and have like a spontaneous NYC night. She ends up hooking up with him.
Right.
They have a cute little date though.
That was like a
That was
fun
dope.
day. They went to like an arcade that was like behind the laundromat, which was cute.
That's thoughtful. Like
Yeah.
That was
that's
yeah.
really thoughtful, and it's different. It's not a movie. It's not a
Right.
club or a bar, like an arcade. Like
Yeah.
like we're not teenagers, but it's like that youthful
Yeah.
spirit. Like let's relive that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's creative and
Right.
thoughtful. So I thought that was really
Right.
really interesting.
And that's what every woman wants. Like, we just want a man to plan a date, and
That's all we
that's what
want.
he did.
Yep. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't want what you
Very
want to
true.
do.
That's literally
Tell
all
me
we
what
want.
we want.
Right.
All
You
Write
they
them
want
down.
is to plan a date.
take these notes, okay? We want you
Yes.
to plan.
I did have
an
one guy go on a date.
idea.
He had like a whole itinerary. Like we're gonna go here for brunch, then we're gonna Dave and Buster, then the movie, then dinner. Loved it. That's how it's supposed
Love
to
it.
be.
I'm just present.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I mean, it's just it just takes effort, right? So if you into someone
Yes.
and hey, I just want to show you a good time. I want to show you, I want to create
Yeah.
an experience and for you, create a moment and a lasting experience for you.
Mhm.
And it doesn't have to be physical. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I think the connection emotionally is a lot of the time
Yeah.
better than the physical. Of course, the physical is great with the second layer and the cherry on top, but it's
Right.
like there's no
Gotta start
foundation if
there.
you don't have an emotional connection, let alone spiritual.
Yeah.
But the enjoyment for me is to
Yeah.
plan for something. So if you're coming in from out of town, you know what I'm saying, it's like, all right, cool, let's go do these things. You won't have an idea of anything. I won't even give you an itinerary. We're going here, boom.
Fellas,
All right, and after that, oh, we're gonna go here, boom, 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 boom. You won't know all this stuff.
yes,
You know what I'm
surprise
saying? It's just
element.
the
I
surprise
love
of it.
that.
The surprise of it. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
And that keeps you on her mind because you made that
Mhm.
experience happen.
And it forces you to listen because we can have these
Of course.
conversations and then you might say something and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna make a mental log of that, and then we go somewhere,
Right.
and it's like, wait, how did you,
Oh my God, he
how did you,
remembered.
like,
Yes. Oh my God.
I
I,
know.
I know, I knew it, I knew it. Awful.
So she sleeps with
Mm.
him, and I guess they had that emotional. We
Mm,
did.
Mhm.
mm, mm, mm.
And she wakes up. It is almost 1 p.m. Almost 1 p.m.
Wow.
We don't go
We
home.
don't do alarms on our phones. Where the hell is Camille from?
Did they? I mean, like, for real, like, was she drinking a lot? I mean, she
That's what
went.
I was about to ask.
No.
Like, because I feel like they weren't drinking that much. Granted, she came from girls' night, but I feel
Yeah.
like she took a little sip and then went to
Right.
go meet the guy.
Was she getting? She was getting that. She was
Okay.
DDC, like dick down crazy. Like
Was
how
he
you
giving
don't
her
Was
wake
he
up?
giving her
Jameson?
Jameson? Like,
He,
literally? Was she drinking Jameson?
he was
That's what
Jameson
it
was giving her
was.
that Jameson. Like that's exactly what it
One.
was. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. You too grown to be waking up at
A
1 o'clock.
Too
You talking about
grown. You're
internal
You
clock
professional.
too.
automatically
You a
You're
6 a.m.
professor.
professional.
Like,
You know what? I'm taking it back. She planned that
no,
protest
don't
against eating.
switch.
She's
Oh,
irresponsible. Look at that.
You cannot switch
Look at that.
sides.
I'm thinking
oh.
about it now. Like you are too grown to be waking up 1 o'clock after having a date,
Knowing
knowing you got to meet Dr. Pruitt in the morning.
Mhm.
Like you said, alarm. You said we
so
have so many alarms on this phone.
so
So
Set
I'm
many.
seven
that type of
every 7
person.
minutes. Snooze. That's the devil. Where's your phone at?
Okay, so let's go to Angie. So Angie, she gets to the theater, she finally accepted the Get Out job, the Get
It's
Out
fun.
play.
I love Angie.
And
I love Angie.
Now,
she
She's my spirit
but wait,
animal.
and that's
I'm
funny
just
is
that
she not?
because earlier you was talking about not accepting roles, taking roles. With this role, she didn't want to take this. She felt it was beneath her,
I
or
don't know
like
how.
I feel like it's good.
Right.
Would you take a Get Out musical?
Well, she was also like regulated to like the background. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a lead. So if you having like reservations about being in Get Out the musical, right? You're like, what the hell is
Mm,
this? All right, but at
yeah.
least they offer me the lead or the, you know what I'm saying? Like she has to be one of the whatever, whoever is like an ancillary character. So I think that's what's her reservations. But if she's offered a lead, or if I was offered a lead, then I'd have to reconsider it because the money's going to be a lot bigger, and that can help substitute for like the pain I have for taking the job. You know what I'm saying, or the
Mhm.
shame or whatever shame I may have for being in the Get Out musical. But
Yeah, real quick.
the money will wipe away my tears if I get that lead. You know what I'm saying, real quick, dry it up because I got this Ben Franklin to wipe it away. But yeah, it's just
Mm,
but I think it's the role that she has that's well, the musical, and then the fact that on
okay.
top of it, it's
Okay.
not a substantial role. You know,
Mm. That's interesting because she didn't really have any other prospects. So it's like, why not use this to like build up your skills or to like network with others?
but a lot of us come into this, and I'm speaking from like acting. They feel like, and I'm not saying this is Angie, but they feel like they're at a certain tier or place. Like I'm not doing free stuff. If like you don't have to do
Oh, was that
everything,
free?
right? I mean, I don't know. No, I don't think it's free,
Oh.
but I'm just saying, like, kind of like how I started out. Like, there was a lot of things that were offered to me, and if it was good, I would do it. They wouldn't pay me, but it was good because I can build up that experience. But in
Mhm.
this case, it's like what are you getting? Exposure as, you know, uh, teacup number 7 or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like off Broadway. It's like, ah, man, and we don't know what experience she's had prior to Harlem,
Right.
the
That's
show.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So she might have had this big, extravagant, career, and then she might have got derailed, or, and she might have just moved from somewhere, and it's like, this is how
Yeah.
I'm starting out in New York. I don't want to be this. So,
Mm.
so she's probably going through a lot of that. So, it might be a step back for her, career wise and,
Yeah.
emotionally and mentally
Okay.
to take that role. So that's probably why.
I guess.
Yeah,
Whatever. I'm just kidding.
you know.
But she walks in bougie as hell. I'm not sure why, but the other black folks had to remind her, like, listen, this is Get Out Black Hollywood is going to come and support. Like you're
Hmm.
going to get eyes on you. And look at what happened with Hamilton. That
Mhm.
started off Broadway too, and just about everybody has a job
True.
from that. And that's what I was
True.
thinking too when she first was offered this. I'm like, look at
Yeah.
Hamilton. Like just about everybody has a job from that.
Real quick, speaking of Hamilton and that idea, everybody's getting a job, even the ensemble. The woman that played in West Side
Um.
Story, I forget her name. DeBose, Adriana DeBose. She's getting like
Adriana.
nominations out the wazoo.
Oh,
Well, she's in the new West Side
no.
Story. Yeah, she's in the new. She's
I'm
playing. Now
thinking.
she didn't play
Oh,
Maria. She played somebody else. But she's in the. Yeah, she
okay.
played. No, not in the Heights. The new West Side Story, directed by Steven Spielberg. But she's in
Oh,
that,
okay.
and she's getting all these Golden Globe, SAG nominations. Like, and she just
Oh yes,
recently
yes.
hosts
I
Saturday
did
Night
see
Live.
that. Okay.
Like, she was an ensemble member of Hamilton.
Hey, look at
She didn't have a
that.
main part. She was one of
I
the
didn't know she
Mhm.
dancers.
played Hamilton.
She didn't have a
Wow.
Yeah.
main part. She
You
didn't
don't
have
know
a
where
main
to
part.
start.
And now she's blown up.
The black woman from Umbrella Academy, she was in the ensemble too. David
Was
Diggs'
she?
fiance. Yeah.
Wow, didn't know that. See, but for we know that you got to get
Mhm.
in, find your way. But
She don't care. She
Angie,
wants a lead
she's
role
just
or no
she ain't with
role.
she ain't with the shits. You know,
Yeah.
and to each his
No,
own.
but when
You know,
but when they
Okay.
told her that, she was like, "All right, I'm here now. I
Yeah.
want a job.
and I think she did that too.
Talk to me. What you said?"
Word.
But production is like, I'm not really sure how you got here, and you have no due. You haven't been paying dues. Like, who
Yes.
offered you this job?
Hmm.
And I didn't know that
Yeah,
was
I
a
know
thing
about.
either. Like union dues. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
$600. What now?
Yep. Yeah. You won't be even considered for a lot of benefits if your dues aren't up to date. Just like any union. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but they give her till Friday, and she has to go to her personal bank, which is Quinn. And Quinn's like, I don't know what
And
to tell
she
you,
knew
girl.
Quinn
I
can't even
cannot
help
help you.
herself. Rent is due.
Right. I mean, that's what she get playing with Uber so
Exactly.
much.
She's obviously she's used to some kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
much
Like
so.
what like
But you're like
broke
on
people
someone's
ain't thinking
couch,
about
which
Uber.
makes
They
sense.
thinking
That's
about like,
what
all right, let
we
me give myself an hour
said.
to take the train to get where I need to go. Uber doesn't even
Yes.
register,
Because
you
last
know?
episode, she took the Uber XL to
We ain't
Dwayne
taking no Ubers.
Reed. We're
We ain't
like, we
taking no
don't
New York
do
Uber.
that.
Corner store got everything that we need. Okay.
We go to Dwayne Reed for the
But
body
hello.
soaps that we can't find in Family Dollar.
Luxury.
Yeah, the luxury stuff.
Yeah.
The brand stuff we go to Dwayne Reed for. And even then we ain't gonna throw it in the bag at self checkout. Don't come for me, y'all. Don't come for
Right.
me, y'all. There's probably some surveillance footage of me like kind of taking some body soap.
Yup. Oh my God.
Don't come
So
for me, y'all.
she this lady, she feels, at Quinn's job, she has a customer and this lady's looking for a Jamaican nanny. And Angie's like, this is my time. This is the role that
Very
I've
specific.
been meant for.
I'm desperate for help, but she has to be Jamaican. I had a Jamaican nanny when I grew up, and I miss her so much. Look at that beautiful girl. She is your daughter? Hello? Hello, good night. I'm Ruby from Trelawney, Jamaica. Jill McCabe, such a pleasure to meet you. I love your island. Best cornrows I ever had. Do I know anyone look for a nanny? I think I heard nanny. Are you a nanny? Mia? Yes!
I was a week. She turned it all the way on, and got the job. The child is she's different. The child is different. The mom is different as well. So she got her work cut out for her. So let's get into Quinn. Quinn decides, she's done looking for Mr. Right. It's all about Mr. Right now. Because we know Quinn to be hopeless romantic,
Mhm.
thirsty, all over the place, and desperate. Desperate's the word. Desperate's the word.
A little desperate.
So she's so hyped to be out and
Mhm.
try this new lifestyle at the strip club. But a stripper comes out. First of all, I love
She not
the
ready.
Cousin Scooter reference when he came out. That was perfect. Perfect.
He looks like this guy named Bobby I used to date in high school. Girl, I wish I went to your school. Man, annoying because it's Skeeter.
Yes,
That's
give
what I'm talking
us.
about. Fan service. Give the fans what they want, man.
That was perfect.
Fan service, yes.
So he comes out and Quinn is just like in love, like, oh my God, he's amazing. Fights the girls to get on stage.
I was
You were
I
shocked?
was shocked when she was
We
knocking
just
them
saw
out
the
the way
desperate.
just
You
to get up
shocked?
front. I said, girl, that's a Quinn? Because I always assumed that Quinn would be the
Mm,
type that's like, ill, male strippers, no.
mm.
But she was up front and center.
But you ladies make a great point about her being desperate. I think she was desperate to show that she's this new person or trying something
Yes.
new. Like she was desperate
Okay.
in that aspect. So she might have thought he was attractive, and maybe her initial reaction is like, I'm not going over there. But she's so desperate to
Yeah,
prove
because
to
she's
everyone
usually
else
like
that she
classy.
right. But I need to prove to everyone else. I need validation. I'm going to prove that I can do something different. So
That's
let
a
me.
good
I'm
point
desperate
right
to do
there.
that. So yeah,
Come
I
on.
see it.
Okay.
I see it
That
as that.
does.
All right.
I see it
That
as
makes
that.
sense. That makes sense.
They like kind of canoodle to the side and he's in love already too. They're canoodling in the cut.
Not canoodle.
Okay.
Yes.
He's in love and she's trying to
Is in
stop
love.
herself and, let him know, I don't want a
Love.
nice guy. Like, because they realize they have so much in common. Like, it's chemistry. It's like, ooh, but she's like, I don't want even a nice guy. Even though he says he is a nice guy, she's like, I don't care. I just want you to take me back to your house.
She don't want that smoke.
She not ready.
Didn't want the smoke. She didn't want the smoke.
Yeah.
She didn't want the smoke. She wasn't ready for the smoke. She wasn't ready for the smoke. But she
It
can't be
might work
climbing up
out.
chimneys. She can't be climbing up chimneys and she ain't ready for to get smoke inhalation and shit. Like she bugging out. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
It
ahead.
might
I'm
work
sorry.
out. He did a wonderful performance.
Wonderful
I
performance. It was
appreciated
great. It was great. It was great. I
It
feel like
is.
it will work out
Yeah.
because I feel like this is the first guy that we're seeing that's actually interested in her.
True.
Yes.
True.
And also it's because she's
That's
not
what they
looking
say.
for it. So it might
Right.
come organically.
Right. She was adamant about saying I want a bad boy, I want
Yeah.
something for the night, and then it's gonna always turn
Yeah.
on its
We
head
might
and
see.
give her
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad at it.
I'm rooting for them.
I like
I like
him.
it.
I like him.
He's approved.
I like him. He approved.
So we're gonna end with Ty. Okay, so Ty goes to get her hair cut. She's ready for Forbes.
Miss Forbes.
It's Forbes. It's Forbes.
Miss Forbes.
So she chooses the night before
Yeah.
She
to
won't let
get
it
her
go.
hair done. Mistake number one. I guess she wanted a
She
fresh
sure
cut,
did.
but
Mhm.
instantly I'm like, does Forbes not
Mhm.
have hair and makeup on set?
As a person who has a barber,
Mhm.
and you go to these, like, if I'm going on a job or a set, you don't anticipate them having a black hairdresser,
Yeah.
and nobody's touching my hair, right? And somebody might now they have this healthy pressure of inclusion where they have these black hairdressers and barbers on sets that are predominantly black shows. And Harlem did have a barber, which was pretty dope. But if she's going to Forbes, she's probably like, I'm gonna go to my guy or gal and get the usual, and then
Mhm.
trouble ensues. But I don't think that she was gonna go to Forbes with the impression
Yeah.
that whoever they have, I'm cool with that. This is Forbes. Let me
Yeah,
make sure I
that's
got
true.
my person
That's
to
true.
take
Because
care
a
of
lot
me.
of these sets, they
You know.
don't look out for
Yeah.
the black people. A young gentleman comes into the barbershop swinging, guns a blazing.
It's for Forbes. No, I got you.
Yo, what's poppin'?
You.
Yo, let me tell you about this shorty I had last night. Beat the brakes off that monkey. Skeeted in her face and everything like rah, rah, rah. Look, I'm telling you, these hoes busted wide open for a 6-piece nugget. No fries.
Yo, you gonna handle this?
He's new. He don't know the rules. Yo, Aunt, chill. We got a lady present.
Maybe the lady shouldn't try so hard to look like a dude. Barbershop is a safe space.
You're not using the term safe space correctly, dumbass.
He gave me, I'm late and my client has been sitting here for a minute. He was just like, come on, I'm ready for you now.
Send him healing energy.
Like,
Send him healing energy.
First of all, no one asks about your
trouble.
night.
He's trouble.
No one cares. Like,
at all.
Come
They
on.
didn't
And
say
then
hello.
the way it was like, I beat the bricks off the monkey. A monkey?
Just rude.
So
I said, look at
here's the
Please.
thing, right? Here's the thing,
You
right?
have the floor.
I'm not defending. I know the guy that played Ant. I kind of know him personally. personally. We're really close, really, really close.
Yeah, alpha
Um,
male.
yeah, he's cool. But the guy that played okay, so Ant, the barber. We
Yeah.
talked about self-awareness early
Mm-hmm.
on in our chat, and
He
I
don't have
think this gentleman he just doesn't have any of it, right? So coming in, and I spoke to the guy that played Ant. He kind of told me
Uh-huh.
what was going on in his brain when he's playing him,
that. Hmm.
but he came into it. You can't judge your characters, right? So you come into it and you're like, this guy, he just lacks self-awareness. He he doesn't have malicious intent, but he doesn't, he's not aware that he's walking into a barbershop and there may be somebody that he can offend with his
Right.
with the things that he's saying. He just doesn't.
Being himself.
He's Well, yeah, he's being himself, but it's probably where he's from. He's a product of his environment. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? He's just not aware, but he's not
Oh.
doing it maliciously.
Well, when
He just
said,
lacks.
"Well, your
Is
client
he?
shouldn't be trying so
I don't
hard
think he
to
is.
look like a dude," I think that was kind of malicious.
Point taken. Point taken. Point
That
taken.
one.
Point taken. That line aside. That line aside. Yeah. I throw my whole case out the window. Never mind. Never mind. Never
You
mind.
tried, and I
I
give
try
you
to.
that.
He said
I
I
that
try to
give you
shoot him some
that.
bail, but nah. Fry him. Fry his ass.
We love
we
when you
Fry
can
his
appreciate
ass.
it.
try to
We truly
defend,
do.
but we come with the receipts, and that one was hard. And Ty, of course, she's aggravated. She's the only one that wants him to shut up, really. I mean, everybody wants him to shut up, but they're not going to say anything to him.
She's the only one that's listening because no one was really paying
You
him
have the floor.
any mind.
Okay. So right. She's the only one. They're 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 all probably disturbed. They're pretty much disturbed, it feels like, by what he's saying, right? We don't really get to see everybody's reaction, but his cousin, and shout out to Deshaun who played his cousin CJ. Shout out to Deshaun who played CJ. He
Okay.
says, "Yo, Aunt, chill. We got a lady present, right?" So he tried to stick up for the lady. Granted, he didn't say, "Yo, Aunt, yo, shut the f up forever." Da 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 da. You're bugging out. But he still tried to
No, right.
protect her. He didn't do a good job though. But
At
he
all.
still. All right, Mary. Come on. Jesus. Your microphone is still there. I heard you loud and clear. God. But he didn't do a good job. But still
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
tried. You know what I'm saying? He said something. He said something.
He said
So
he did the bare minimum,
Yeah.
and
sure.
Aunt just
Because
didn't
Ty is
care. That's what
fam,
it really
but
was.
Aunt is family. So
Sure.
it's a difference. So I can't tell him to shut up. That's
Right. There's a
family.
difference
Brothers, nephews,
because that's my
sisters,
sister's
cousins.
cousin's auntie nephew.
Can't do it. Can't
Therefore,
do anything about it. Don't want to mess
Yep.
with the
we're
family
just
reunion.
Yep.
a client.
And I think he goes on and
No,
he
at
doesn't
all.
stop. I think he
Just
goes
hard.
on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
He
something.
even comes for Ty.
No,
He came for Ty, and
uncalled for.
that was uncalled for.
But sometimes, Ant, he has a podcast, I'm sure. And on that podcast, he talks about men are the master key and women have a faulty lock. He's that guy. He believes.
Ooh,
He created that line. You
he
heard that
created
line?
that. He think he created that
You heard that?
analogy.
No?
Hmm.
This is the
No, I've never heard
philosophy.
that line.
Woo!
No.
You know someone,
You know
everyone
somebody
that said
that
that
said
line.
that line.
We'll
Every
talk about that
single
later. A
time.
previous guest. But this
Know somebody
specific,
that said that line. Hmm.
this specific,
Not
this
a
specific,
previous.
what do you
Yes.
call it? Metaphor or analogy? It has taken the world by storm by multiple men with podcasts. They feel that men have the master key that can unlock all locks. But if the lock opens, which is the woman, if it's a faulty lock.
Mm. You ain't gonna give me
What
the
do you
comment.
feel about that?
I'm chilling. I'm good. I don't.
You believe you are a lock?
Nope.
No judgment. No
Yo,
judgment.
when did I start working at a hardware? When did I start working at a hardware store? Like, what's happening
No
right now?
judgment at all. No
I'm not a
judgment.
locksmith. I don't have a locksmith. I got a key card.
He
I'm not
did say
doing
you got a
nothing.
key card? Oh.
I'm
He
not
said
doing
key.
nothing.
Is it a master key?
So you got a key.
Okay.
Oh my
Got
God.
you.
I feel like I'm
just
being
wanna
bum rushed
talk-
right
we
now.
wanna
I'm
talk
being
to
bum
you.
rushed right now. I don't agree with that necessarily. No, I don't agree with that. I don't know. No, I don't.
Hmm.
I don't
Okay.
side with that. I don't side with that.
Okay.
That
A lot of
idea.
people, a lot of men are just
So
going off the
Sorry.
hinges with this. Yeah, at this point, Ty is just like, you know what? I'm not. Yeah, I'm done.
she
I
power
can't
walked out
even
of
get
there.
my hair done. I don't
She's
want to
straight.
listen to this. I'm not even putting on
Right.
headphones. I don't want to be in this environment. It's not a safe space, which Aunt thought it was.
Hmm.
She could have waited. She could have
She
waited.
didn't think about that.
She could have waited.
She really could have just let him just do
Yeah.
my hair
And
because
tell him off
Forbes.
afterwards. Yeah, and tell him off afterwards.
Put my
Yeah.
headphones in,
Forbes.
do my
That's
hair,
what you've been
and then
talking
I'm gonna
about
read
since we
you.
met you. Forbes.
But
Right.
she can't do
Right.
it.
Right.
So at this point, she's on the hunt for a barber or anyone to do her hair. 'Cause at this point, the guy shaved
Hmm.
the middle, so she looks a mess. So she's calling everybody.
Not really
I don't know
sure what
why
he was
would
trying to
he.
do. What was he doing?
I don't know.
Who starts off like that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I'll give you some backstory.
Please.
Okay.
Initially, it was supposed to be an accident. It was supposed to
Oh.
be an accident. Like something was said, and she moved, or he moved, and then she
Okay.
reacted to what was said.
That
So
makes
I don't know
sense.
why they took that
Mm.
out, but that was in the script. That it was supposed to
Yeah.
be an accident, and then she's like, "What am I?" And then that's, it wasn't like she heard initially. It wasn't like she heard what Ann was saying. It was like, "I'm not going to stand for this. I'm out of
Hmm.
here."
That's what it was. She finds a natural hair
Forbes.
salon. And I thought
Forbes.
that this was going to be life changing for her. Like, oh, I don't need the barbershop. I could be here with my
Oh, I
sisters.
thought so too.
And that was a mess too. Started burning out her hair.
Where are we going with this? Like she had like a low haircut. So
It
what
just got
what
lower.
were you doing?
Yeah,
And then it got longer and it got straight. Like, why did we need all this?
How did we get here, guys?
How did we get to this point?
You're right. You're right. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that. That's funny. She had like a
We went from
buckwheat
him
thing going
cutting
on,
it.
but it's
Yeah.
like,
Shrinkage, but it's like, what? What are we doing?
yeah.
So she meets up with the girls at the strip club, and I'm like, why are you here? You don't have time.
Right.
Forbes.
Yeah,
Forbes.
Forbes. Why are you
Hey,
here? You
y'all.
just said
You
I
know I got
can't
this
help.
Forbes thing in the morning. Yeah. I got this Forbes thing. And
Gotta
girl,
get my beauty rest.
my hair's looking crazy right now. I can't.
Crazy.
No,
I
it's
gotta
not. Come
figure
on,
this
girl.
out.
Take a picture and show them, right?
And they would be like, stay home.
Also,
home.
you guys know of anybody who does hair? Send them my way. Like give me the
Why did
contact
you not use the
information.
group chat?
Yeah. Yep. Camille, give me
Make it
Tawan's
make
number.
sense.
But she comes
Very
out. It's not
simple.
even her scene. She's disgusted by everything going on. And she actually, Angie gives her a wig that she just happens to have in her purse.
This
Like,
I
where was
love
she
New York
going?
purse. Where was she going with
Where
that?
was she going? But
Where
Ty actually took it. She pulled up to Forbes in this Holiday Heart wig. Like, what are we doing?
Made no sense. The look,
Not Holiday
the whole look
Heart.
made no sense.
Not
But
Holiday Heart.
It was Holiday
it
Heart.
was Holiday Heart.
She had the bike.
She had the
That's funny.
bike.
That's funny. I'm gonna watch Holiday Heart now.
She didn't zhuzh it up or nothing.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And then she had her Sunday best Easter suit on.
Hated it.
You didn't like it?
What?
No.
The suit? What
Mm-mm.
Which suit? Which?
It was a
That
floral number.
A dark floral number.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
Short sleeved. Wasn't meant
high
for a tall
water.
woman. High water.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Forbes.
No tailoring done at all.
No.
Forbes.
So the reporter comes, like, oh, I haven't heard from you, so I'm gonna show up at the shoot.
Right.
You can't just pull up to
I'm
shoot.
gonna pull up. You never called
She
me.
came from the corner. I see you in my peripheral. What are you doing here?
You have to have some like access, like
Yeah.
to even get that close, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Ty reveals she actually did it herself. She cut off all her hair, cut it like real low. And the lady's like, where can we get her name? Stephanie? What's her name?
Emily?
Emily? You know her name?
I'll get it for you.
Well, we just call her Forbes lady.
She had the blonde hair. She had the blonde hair, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm feeling good about Emily.
I think Emily suits her.
She has the blonde hair, right?
Yeah.
Lauren.
Is it Lauren?
Sure.
It's Lauren.
Lauren doesn't feel
Okay.
right. But
I'm gonna go with Emily.
You just gonna
I
change
don't
her
remember
name?
Ty saying, "Hey, Lauren," but
That's what
maybe
we
it
called her
is.
before.
Yeah, her name was Lauren. The white girl, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Lauren. It says Lauren.
Okay, Lauren, it is. Emily.
Hmm.
So they actually, I guess they hook up after because it was like Lauren, Emily were just like, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're gonna kill it, and they have a connection. So let's get into the question, comments, concerns, or what we like to call the writers' room. Let's start off a little bit with Camille. How do you think Dr. Pruitt is going to react to her?
Yo, she's already. You
She's
can
gonna
tell
say,
Dr.
"Get out of my
Pruitt is.
face."
You can tell like Dr. Pruitt is no nonsense. Like
None.
no nonsense. Like we already have a uphill battle as black people. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially with the position that they're in.
Hmm.
You can't give them. You know what I'm talking about when I say them, but you can't give them any kind of reason to think that we can't perform at our highest level. So I think she's no nonsense. I think she's not going to stand for, even though it's an accident. I mean, again, I don't know how you wake up 1 o'clock and you got a big ass meeting the next day. That was
Mm.
irresponsible. But I think she's really into Camille, and I think she may give her another chance. But I don't think it's not going to come with showing some really deep disappointment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Camille came to Dr. Pruitt like, "Oh, I want to show you this." She's trying to make tenure,
Exactly.
trying to be like teacher's pet. It was like, I'm giving you these opportunities, and you keep disappointing me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you really
Right.
want this?
Right.
You
Do
say
you
you were
really want it?
available.
Do you
Yes.
really want it? Yep. Right.
Yes.
Do you really want it? Do you really want it? I want to know if she's gonna tell her like I want to know the reason why she's gonna like you gotta why didn't you show up for our 9 o'clock meeting? What can you possibly say to her that's gonna be a legitimate excuse without having to go and say my grandmama died or some crazy
Yeah.
shit
Right.
like that?
First of all,
You know?
don't get personal because the
No.
minute she starts, she can't
That's right.
stop.
That's right.
Boundaries.
Yeah. Right. Just diarrhea at the mouth.
Yeah.
She might talk about
Exactly.
Jamaica.
Well, also,
Jesus.
Dr. Pruitt doesn't care what happened because at the end of the day, you wasn't here.
You wasn't here. You already showing your colors. You
Yeah.
Mm.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not serious.
You're not
Mm.
serious. You're a joke.
Poor Camille.
And Dr.
Poor
Pruitt is
Camille.
serious.
She getting it from everywhere. Gosh. Career,
Yeah.
love.
Okay. Next is who? Angie, right? Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I hope she's not like shooting herself in the foot by already, like, oh, this is Get Out the musical. It's beneath me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you don't know you don't know what's gonna come from that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's what she did. Quinn put her onto a job singing at a hotel, and she was just like, "No, I'm not doing that."
See?
Right.
See? It's
You
like,
gotta
We
girl,
don't
stay
know
like
what
this
she
is
somewhere.
wants.
What do
right,
you want to do? She's not doing anything.
right, right.
And I also think the babysitting gig, the nanny gig, I feel like it's gonna be. Have you ever seen Uptown Girl with Brittany Murphy?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's like the little girl is like very serious, and the nanny is like super like she's basically like the child, and they
Mhm.
have like this amazing relationship. So I feel like that's how it's gonna end up with
Okay.
Angie and the little girl.
Hopefully, because the little girl does need to loosen up. She's
Mm-hmm.
very religious and just no nonsense. Not for the games.
Right, and Angie needs to be more serious.
Yeah.
So they might be good for each other.
Hmm. And the mom just wants some weed from Jamaica.
That's funny.
Yeah, she wants to just not deal with her child right now. She wants to be outside shopping.
Yeah, even though I just met you in a random store, I'm gonna leave you with my child for
Mm-hmm.
5 hours.
Just take my
She said
baby.
5 hours. She said,
Take my
"I'll see you
baby.
in 5 hours."
Take my baby. Like I don't care. Just take
Like,
her.
where's the
No
Just
background
take her.
check?
references for this
No
job.
references.
No background check. Nothing.
That's
I'll
crazy,
be
right?
back.
I'll be back.
That's crazy.
I'll be
Some
back.
random woman I met in a boutique. Just take her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like your style. Here, take my baby.
Okay, Quinn. We already said like we're happy. We want to see her and cousin Skeeta. I'm calling him cousin Skeeta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, blossom into something. I think that it will, but I think she's going to self-sabotage herself because she's trying so hard to not fall for the nice guy that he actually might be the nice guy. She's going
Yeah.
to mess it up.
Definitely could see that happening.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see. And then lastly, Ty.
Like Camille, she has an opportunity that she could potentially blow if she doesn't stay on top of it. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't mean Lauren. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you know.
Yeah, that was
But
a
yeah,
crazy surprise when Lauren showed up as the interviewist.
man,
Um,
Yes.
I
interview.
don't know.
Yeah,
Interview it.
interview. That's a
Inter,
new one.
inter, interview. What you said? Interviewist?
I ain't say
Interviewer?
nothing.
That's what I heard.
Look, I ain't say
Int-
nothing.
it's a long day. It's a long day.
It is.
Long day.
It is.
Long day.
But yes, I'm excited for episode 5, and this was fun. You,
Mhm.
Steven, amazing guest as always.
Always.
Always the gems, the jokes, always hold it down.
I appreciate the invite and thanks for the love. I appreciate it.
Always,
Of
always,
course.
always. Thank
It was a
you.
very viral moment, and you know it was a lot of. I didn't want that kind of attention, if you know what I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
because just people was like sending me DMs, and it wasn't. It was a lot of like, you know, you did great work. I knew that, and
Mhm.
I got that from my tribe, you know. But
yeah.
it was a lot of other stuff. It was like, wait, what? I didn't know this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like viral
Really?
moments. It was
Yeah,
yeah. It was a lot of viral stuff, and I was like, wait, what's going on?
yeah.
There's 10 episodes, and y'all talking about a minute of a 30-minute episode.
How'd you take
But
that though? Like seeing like the backlash, where you just like, you know what, let me log off, or you were just like laughing at it, or how'd you feel?
man, you know what? Because I already made peace with taking the job, I
Okay.
was cool. But I didn't
Mm.
know. Like, I woke up one day, and then I'm like, why is somebody sending me World Star Hip Hop? I don't subscribe to World Star. And it was an article about the video that somebody made, and I'm
Wow.
like, wait, it's on World? Why is it? Why am I on World? What?
It was
I'm like,
on
wait.
I
World
saw
I
it
was
on
Star.
like,
TikTok.
It was on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
Lord.
people would like record it and be talking about you, and I'm like,
You're like,
Wow.
ooh.
And y'all ain't back me up. That's messed up.
I
Yeah,
ain't see it on
I don't know
TikTok,
him.
Gary.
I
I met
liked
him one
it.
time. I met him one time. I don't remember him.
The shit was,
Oh, but I see.
Mm.
I didn't even know that. But it was like on World Star and stuff like that, and people were sending it to me. But I didn't really appreciate people just sending it like it was like salacious. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
If you're gonna send it to me, be like, hey, I saw this. I'm just thinking about you. I hope you're all right. I just saw this. I
Oh
want to let
yeah,
you know that this is out there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
Mhm.
that, but if you're just sending it to me, I just feel like it's like you're just trying to get a reaction out of me because you're not.
yeah,
Definitely.
You know.
yeah,
But once I made peace with it, I was like, it is what it is. I'm in
Right.
service. I'm in service, and I obviously must have did it justice because you know polarization sparks controversy and conversation, right? So
hmm
even if like I know dudes out there are like that, right? But
Yeah. He exists.
even if there aren't, right? The dramatization of the show will allow us in our community to have this conversation of when it happens, like how do we address it? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Mm.
So
yeah,
I feel in service. I feel in service to that. So I'm grateful for that.
yeah.
Um, but I'll tell you this, right? And if it gets out, this is between us. So
Exclusive.
this is between us. But if they get picked up for a season 2, I had expressed to my rep, I'm like, hey, because of the you know controversy and
Yeah.
conversation, if they want to bring Ant back, um,
Mm.
I would need to know where his story is going
Mm.
before I agree to come back.
You need
Mm.
approval. We like
Need
it. We
approval.
like it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Character approval.
Right, because I'm just not coming back to just be the nigga on the show. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
No.
saying?
Mhm.
Negro.
And y'all know me, but I'm just saying there has to be some. Shout out to what's her name? Don't
Insecure.
tell me her name.
Oh,
I know, but what's her name on the show?
you want
Kelly,
me to? Kelly. Kelly.
Kelly.
Ellie.
Growth,
Yes.
growth. But yeah, like there has to be some kind of humanity to
Yeah.
his character and just make it like a teachable moment. You know. But yeah, so
Well, this
we'll
is
see.
the writers' room. So let's real quick. Let's say if Ant was to come back, where would he go? What would his storyline be? I see him maybe having something with Camille.
Yeah, you did say that. I
You did
said
say that.
Quinn.
Really?
You said
Like
Quinn.
going on a date. Yeah.
With Quinn, why? Because we light skin? I mean, well, because they light skin? Because they light skin? I ain't, I'm Steven.
Not him calling me a
Well, Quinn is
colorist.
desperate.
No.
Quinn is desperate. So
She is desperate, and I feel like she likes to see the good in everyone. Like she'll give him a
That's a
chance.
good point. That's a good point. I can
Yeah.
see them like, let's say, well, first he has to make amends with Ty, right? Because they
Right.
not gonna let no shit go down with some fuck nigga coming in the group, and they don't properly vet him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So I think if he makes amends with Ty and they just understand like he's just an idiot. You know, he's
Yeah.
just not aware. And then they make peace with that. Then maybe there's a
Mhm.
way of like Ant connecting with Quinn. You know, Camille ain't
Yeah.
gonna go for it. Angie like the big dudes. So you know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
may,
Yeah.
I saw it more like it's a coincidence. It was like coincidentally, like she meets Ant, they go on a date, but she didn't tell the girls how he looked.
Ooh.
And then when they finally meet, Ty is like, hell no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, you need to send an email to
That's what I was gonna
Tracy.
say. Ty's not
Hey,
gonna have
Tracy.
it. Ty's
Hey,
not
I
gonna
got
have
my
it.
earbuds in. Hold on. Tracy, I'm on the phone with I'm talking to Mary right now, and she has an idea for Ant's character in
Let
season
him
2.
know. Give her the writing credit.
Yeah. I have her call you. All right, bye. That
This
is
is the
great.
writer's room.
That is
That's the
great.
drama. I live for
That's the
drama.
drama.
I live for the drama.
Ooh, and I could
Yes.
use
And
that
you
money
know, Ty be
too.
like, oh heck no, nah.
Hmm.
Oh, that would be so dope. Y'all heard it here first. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Tell Amazon and Tracy Oliver and Amy Poehler and Pharrell get
Yes.
Ant back to do that. Oh,
Get her
how
in the
great
chat.
would that be? Suspenseful.
That'll
You
be
turn
crazy.
around and it's Ant. And he like,
Yeah.
what up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? What's popping? What's popping? What's
At
popping?
this
What's
point,
popping?
is Ant a changed man or he's still on that?
He's just different with women that he likes as opposed to like
Mm.
his normal self.
But I
'Cause
think he'll
there
be
are guys that
changed.
are like that.
I think he'll be changed and he'll slip up. He'll slip up here and there, and he's like, he just again he's working through that self awareness. So he'll
Okay.
say comments, and then he's like, "Oh, my bad, I'm working on it." You know what I'm saying? And
We'll
My
give him
bad.
that. We'll give him that.
yeah, my bad, I'm working on it. My
Okay.
bad.
We'll
I
give
can
him that.
see
We'll
it.
give
For
him that.
his queen, Quinn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We putting that in
Right.
the
And Quinn's
universe.
always
Put that
like
in the
making
universe.
excuses, like he's working on it. He's working on it.
Yep,
Hmm.
yep.
Yep.
And we don't know what's gonna happen with her and the stripper. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't know.
Right.
If he's still in the picture, they might have to squabble. It's gonna be a lot of
Yeah. Or Dan
shea
said that,
butter
in
fights and
New
stuff
York.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Light skin in this.
Yep.
Barber versus stripper. We out here. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? We out
We
here.
got ceremony. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it though. This was great. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it. Thanks for
Boy,
having my back. I know y'all have my back, so thank you. Thank you. Y'all know that. That's
we got
just
you.
TV. That's just TV.
It's just
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all
TV.
love.
He's a sweetheart. Who is this? He's a
Yes.
sweetheart.
But y'all don't know him. Y'all don't know him.
Like they're upset with
That's it.
the character. They're not upset with the actor. So I
Yeah.
know that
Okay.
like you
Okay.
Yeah.
understand that. And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they ain't
'cause I'm
trying to
over here
like.
liking too. Like
Yeah.
that man
Yeah.
was trash.
Yeah. That's good. Hey, I must have did something
You
well
did
for
your
y'all to be like,
thing.
yeah, yeah. But I appreciate it. I appreciate
We
it a lot.
Yeah.
appreciate the constant support all these years as well. We always call
Mhm.
you like I'm there. Like it's
Yes.
Yes.
always
Yeah.
love. So thank you so much for coming on again.
Yeah.
Before you go, just you want to just share with people where they can follow you and any upcoming projects.
Oh yeah, I'm on IG. My full name at Stephen Cofield Jr. Stephen with the
Mhm.
PH.
Let them know.
Yeah, I mean, what I got coming up? I just got a couple of things coming up. Just I'm still in the TV and film world, so yeah, just
Okay.
I got some shit coming. Just keep a
Okay.
lookout. Got some
All
shit
right.
coming. Yeah, just
Well,
got to
we
keep
can't wait
hustling,
to
keep
see it.
pushing.
We'll be
Yeah, thank you
watching.
so much. I'm proud of you, ladies. I'm
Thank
proud of you
you.
guys.
We
Thank
proud of
you.
Yeah,
you. Shout
killing
out
it.
to your life.
Shout out
Yes.
to
Shout
our
out to your
lives.
life.
Shout out to all our lives. This is great.
Yes.
This is great.
Yes.
Call me back if y'all have a guest for the closer. I want to be
All
in that.
right. All right. We got you. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening to Seriously Podcast. Thank you for our guest, Stephen Cofield Jr., for holding it down today. If you're not already, please follow us on all social media platforms at Seriously Podcast and all podcast platforms at Seriously Podcast and on YouTube at Black OTV. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye.